What's up everyone, my name is Alex Costa and I always see so many guys trying to sound tough, trying to act cool and strong, but they end up sounding like jerks. That's because there's a really fine line between sounding like a jerk or getting the respect that you deserve. So today I'm gonna show you how you can command respect and express yourself in the best way possible without sounding like an a-hole. But before I begin, I just wanna say there's a lot going on in the world right now, especially here in the US where I live. This channel isn't about that, so I won't get too into it. But I want to say that people should always have the right to express themselves peacefully. And I hope that if you're out there marching and asking the world for change, for true equality, I hope that you're safe. Please remember to be smart, be respectful, and if you need anything, leave it in the comments below. I'll be checking all comments today to make sure that you guys are good and to make sure that you guys are safe, because that's the most important thing to me. The first thing you need to know to be respected is how to defend yourself, and the logic here is simple. When you can defend yourself, you're more respected by others. And hopefully you're never gonna actually have to use what you know when it comes to physically defending yourself, right? But when people know, when people are aware that you take martial arts classes, for example, they're not really gonna mess with you. It's also a good opportunity to find a new hobby. I used to love jiu-jitsu, I still do. I trained for years. It was a huge part of my life back then. I highly recommend that. But there are so many other martial arts that you can practice. Just start training, start learning, and I'm sure you're gonna love it. But also, when I say defend yourself, I'm not just saying physically, I also mean verbally and mentally. Those are actually way more important because those happen way before anything escalates and turns physical. If somebody's calling you names, saying nasty things about you, learn to de-escalate the situation in a classy way. Learn to control yourself, but definitely do not roll over to anyone. Show people that you respect them, but you respect yourself first. Next up, you need to have good eye contact. People are not gonna respect you if you can't even look them in the eyes. The power of maintaining eye contact is real and you need to use it. Your eye contact should show the person that you're talking to how serious you're being. You're not going to be taken seriously if your eyes are all over the place. It shows that you're not comfortable in that situation. It lets them know that you're scanning the place, that you're distracted, that you're not confident. Eye contact needs to be strong at all times. There's no need to stare into their souls the whole time. But if you have bad eye contact, just try to hold that gaze a second longer than you usually do. And a good trick to use here is, especially when you're feeling a little uncomfortable, when you're ready to look down and break that eye contact that you established, just blink normally and then look at the other person's eye. So if you're looking into their right eye, then blink and then look into their left eye a little bit longer before you look away. It's gonna feel a little bit unnatural at first, but after a few tries, you get the hang of it. Next, make sure that you're heard, all right? If you have something to say, then say it, because your voice matters just like everybody else's, especially in today's world and in today's climate. But you have to do your best to speak clearly and keep a moderate tone. No yelling, but no mumbling and no speaking too softly. You need to be very clear at a volume where everyone around you can hear you if you want to talk to everyone around you. And if someone happens to cut you off, don't hesitate to finish your sentence. Don't stop midway. A lot of times this happens because you're not loud enough, you're not firm enough with your words. Trust me, it is way harder to be cut off if you're speaking clearly and at the proper tone. People will listen instead of trying to cut you off. And that is how you command respect when you're talking. Next, guys, you have to work hard to become successful. This is an obvious way, right? The best way to be respected. If you're successful, if you made it, then people will respect you for your hard work and for all of your success. This is extremely important. Work on yourself before anything else. That is why I've created the Inner Circle VIP community, a place where guys just like you who want to be successful can go and work on themselves to get to where they want to be. A safe place for guys to go and meet other guys who are hungry for more, who are tired of a mediocre life, guys who are ready for change. We started just last week and we have hundreds and hundreds of members already, and the results are clear. It works because I take everything that I learned, everything that I went through, and I teach it to you there in the Inner Circle through a bunch of exclusive videos, lessons, challenges, and of course, a bunch of bonuses like makeovers, like live video calls with me answering your questions right then and there. So if you're ready to take action, if you're tired of not being respected, if you're tired of not being where you want to be in life, then click the link in my description below and join the inner circle. Take action. Stop letting life just go by right in front of you. It's alexcostastyle.com, and I'll see you inside. Being too emotional can lead you to sound desperate. It can lead you to say things that you don't actually mean. So you have to be sound and calm every time you're speaking to anyone. Play it cool, keep it together. That calm delivery can be very important in a discussion. Don't sound too emotional when you're talking, getting all heated up. Like, that doesn't work, even if you feel that way. If you're having an important discussion with someone, that calm delivery is always gonna be the way to go. You see this in movies a lot. When an actor wants to show power or dominance, he's gonna use that calm delivery. Things are gonna slow down, and you will lean in to listen. You don't need to make a scene every time. Making a scene isn't cool when it comes to the emotional stuff, That's not what's gonna make someone listen to you more. Do the opposite. Be as calm as possible. Be cool, and see how much further that gets you. One thing that I've learned over the years is to never name call. Do not lose your cool and call someone names just to get it off your chest. I know it feels good, but it only feels good for a second. Look, nobody likes being called names. It's childish. It makes the situation worse, never better. When do you think that by calling someone a jerk, an a-hole, annoying, lazy, when has that ever helped the situation? Never. If you have something to say about someone's behavior, then say it in a very specific, different way. Okay, this is what you have to do. Be specific. Talk about a specific behavior, specific action that person took and that you didn't like or that you didn't appreciate. Say, hey dude, I didn't like what you said yesterday. You should have done better. Instead of saying, hey, you're an idiot. That's not the approach that you want. That is the jerk approach. But avoid sounding like you're absolutely right all the time. When you think that you're always 100% correct and no one else can have their opinions because theirs don't really matter, then you instantly become that jerk, right? You need to have your own opinion, of course, and it can be very strong. And most of the time it should be strong. But make sure that you show other people that their opinions matter too. The reality is you're gonna start to notice that your opinions will change more than you think as you grow older. And all of that arguing back then, back and forth, that you're going back and forth with your friend, it was pointless. Things change very quickly in today's world. Don't ever close someone's opinion out. Even if you totally disagree, listen to them, understand where they're coming from. You never know, you might just agree with that person later on. And by being someone who understands both sides, who listens, but also has their strong opinions, you will immediately be respected by everyone around you and seen as a good and fair person. Guys, don't forget that we are this close to reaching 1 million followers on Instagram, a huge milestone. And as soon as we get there, I'm doing the biggest giveaway that I've ever done, 10 winners. All right, so make sure that you follow me. It's at Alex Costa. And if you haven't joined the inner circle, it's listed below. I'm telling you, we're changing lives. I'm so excited. I'm so happy to see everyone there. The feedback has been incredibly positive, and I couldn't be happier of what we're accomplishing. So the link is below. Check everything out. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope that you're safe. Hope that you're healthy, and I'll see you again very, very soon. Peace.